Welcome everyone to this video tutorial on data mining. So we are discussing now similarity measures. So in the last class we have seen the similarity measures like cosine similarity. So in today's class we will see another similarity measure which is known as the correlation. Okay. So if you consider in nature some variables are related. So if you take an example, there exists some relationship between the height of a father and the height of his son, okay, or the price of a commodity and the amount demanded, or you can take the yield of a plant and the manure added, or cost of living and wages, etc. Okay, so these are the cases of bivariate data, and such analysis is known as bivariate data analysis. Okay, so correlation is one type of bivariate statistics, which is the relationship between two variables in which changes in the value of one variable are followed by changes in the value of the other variable. So two variables are involved in case of correlation. One is you can call the dependent variable, other is you can call the independent variable. Correlation is a numerical measure, so it's a numerical measurement of the extent to which correlation can be found between two or more than two variables, and it measures the degree of relationship between the two variables. Fine. So we will now say why we need correlation. So correlation coefficient is a useful tool for many statistical purpose. So we know that it helps in measuring the degree of relationship between the two variables. Apart from that, correlation is very useful for economists to study the relationship between variables. Then it helps, we can also test the significance of the relationship by using correlation coefficient. Okay, sampling error can be also calculated with the help of correlation, and this is the basis for the study of regression. So next we will see what are the types of correlation. Okay, so correlation can be divided on the basis of degree of correlation and on the basis of linearity. Okay, so first we will see what are the different types of correlation on the basis of degree of correlation. So there are two types of correlation here. One is positive correlation and another is negative correlation. So whether correlation is positive or negative would depend on the direction of the changes of the variable. Fine. So as you can see, correlation is said to be positive when the values of the two variables move in the same direction, so that increase in the value of one variable is followed by increase in the value of the other variable, or decrease in the value of one variable is followed by decrease in the value of other variable. Okay, so positive correlation examples can be given like, so height and weight. So we know that the height of a person will increase, and like that the weight is also going to be increased. So amount of rainfall will increase, and the yield of there is a probability of increasing the yield of a crop. So these are known as the positive correlation. Okay, so next we will see what is negative correlation. Negative correlation is said to be negative when the values of the two variables move in the opposite direction, so that increase in the value of one variable is followed by decrease in the value of the other variable. So examples of negative correlation are price and demand of a commodity. Okay, sales of woolen garment and temperature. So sales of woolen garment will increase if the temperature decreases. Okay, or the vice versa, sales of woolen garments decreases if the temperature increases. Then vaccination and illness. So we all know that the more the people are vaccinated for a specific illness, the less that illness occurs. So these are some examples of positive correlation and negative correlation. So in the graph you can see the value of x is increasing here, but the value of y is decreasing here. Okay, this is negative correlation. For in this case, value of x is increased as well as value of y is increased. So this is an example of positive correlation. Fine. So this particular diagram is known as scatter diagram, from which we can understand the correlation. So this is zero correlation, that means there is no correlation between the variable. So what do you mean by that? As the value of x increases, the value of y decreases here, which is negative. As the value of x axis increases, the value of y also increases. So this is known as the positive correlation. Next we will see what are the second types of correlation. The second type of correlation is based on the basis of linearity, okay, which is popularly known as the linear correlation and non-linear correlation. So now we will what is linear correlation and what is non-linear correlation. Okay, if the amount of changes in one variable tends to bear a constant ratio to the amount of changes in the other variable, the correlation is said to be linear. Okay, so let's try to see this with an example. Now see, the value of x is 1 and the value of y is 10. Value of x is 2, so here it is 20. Value of x is 3 and it is 30. So here it is incremented by 1 and it is constant increment here is with the value of 10. So it is a linear correlation. So we call this particular graph as linear correlation because the amount of y is incremented with a constant amount of 10 with respect to one increment of constant amount in x. Fine. So now see what is non-linear correlation. Correlation is non-linear if the amount of changes in one variable does not bear a constant ratio to the amount of changes in the other variable. So let's see, if we plot this graph, it is incremented by 1 here, but here first it is incremented by 5, then it is incremented by 25. So there is no constant increment in the corresponding variable, so we call this relationship as non-linear relationship. So generally correlation tries to measure what is the linear relationship between these two variables x and y. Okay, so generally this correlation measure between two data objects or two data variable that have either binary or continuous variable is a measure of the linear relationship between the attributes of the object. Fine. So next we will see how can you calculate the correlation between two variables. Now see, you can calculate correlation using different formula, but we will consider here only Pearson correlation coefficient. So Pearson correlation coefficient is proposed by Karl Pearson. So it is in the formula it is represented by R. Covariance of the two variable will be divided by the standard multiplication value of the standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y, which is given in this particular formula. This is the formula which we are going to apply whenever we are going to find Pearson correlation coefficient. The property of this Pearson correlation coefficient is this: the Pearson correlation coefficient is independent of the change of origin and scale, which is very important. And two independent variables are uncorrelated, but the converse is not true. That means two uncorrelated variables may be dependent or may be independent. Okay. So what is the interpretation of the value of the correlation coefficient? The value of the correlation coefficient R ranges from -1 to +1. So the range is from -1 to +1. So if R is equal to positive value of R, that means if R is +1, it means that this is perfect positive correlation between the variable. When R is -1 or -1 between the two variable, it is the perfect negative correlation between the variable. When R is equal to 0, that means that there is no correlation between the variable, which will mean that there is no linear relationship between the variable, but non-linear relationship may exist if the value of Pearson correlation coefficient is 0 between two variables. Okay. Next, you have to think that the correlation coefficient describes not only the magnitude of the correlation but also the direction. How? Suppose if you get the value of the correlation to be 0.8, positive 0.8, it will indicate that the correlation is positive because the sign of R is positive and the degree of correlation is high because the numerical value 0.8 is closer to 1. Okay. So next, in the next slide, we will see how to find a correlation between two variables using this example. So which is very simple. You can see it from the example how to calculate the correlation between two variables.